lovelies, hope you're all doing well on this lovely fine day. Right, today I'm going to be using mainly Creative Expressions products. First of all, that's my blending brushes and my palette for painting. You don't need really to know about those. I've got my water, I've got my brushes. Have I got my brushes? They're here somewhere. Got my brushes. That's for when I do my painting. A pen for later. Right, I'm going to be using these inks. Right, VersaFine Clairs for stamping with. I'm going to be using Rainforest, Green Oasis, Pinecone and Bluebell. That's all just for stamping with. And for colouring, I'm going to be using my Colour Clad blending inks because I love these. I've discovered I really like these. They blend absolutely perfectly and they're so smooth to go on, and they don't interfere with your stamping either. Like I said on my last video, when you stamp it over oxides, the oxide still shows through the stamp. These don't. So these are now my preferred go-to. So we've got a Bright Sunshine, we've got a Violet Haze, and we've got Frosty Sky. They're all for my scene building. I'll put those there for now. And I'm also going to be using these for painting with. Now these are Cosmic Shimmer inks, and they do actually have a pearlescent, they've got a mica in them which makes them very pearlescent. Need a good shake. I don't know if you can see that sparkle in there, but they're beautiful. I've got 4 colours in this pearlescent. I've got let's have a look. Does it tell me the colour? Cerulean Blue, Purple Twilight, another lovely sparkly one that needs a good old shake up. We have Fiery Sunset, which is an orangey colour, which I shall probably use for painting noses. There's a clue for you, orange noses. And we have this lovely green, which is Holly Green, also very nice and sparkly. And then I have these flat colours. We've got this kind of a brownish hazelnut kind of brownie colour. Another blue, which is Blue Skies this time, but I say these are in the flat colours. We have Fresh Meadow, a nice green, and Juicy Orange. So that's the colours of the inks I'm going to be using, the flats and the pearlescents. The stamps I want to use today are, now some of these are Francois Reed stamps, and some of them I've got are Jane Gill. This is a Francois Reed, and he's called Winter Boots. A lovely tall snowman. I do like sometimes, depending on the size of the card I'm making, to extend his legs or exchange his legs for ribbons so that you can do like a swap up and down thing, so his legs go short and grow long again. I have got some sentiments here. This one is Christmas Extras, also Francois Reed. I may do a sentiment, I may not, you know what I'm like. And another Francois Reed is Little Robin, so I'm going to have him there as a snowman's friend, and he's called Tweetmas Robin. And then the Jane Gill stamps, I've got some foliage here which is called Paintable Shapes, Leafy Sprigs. These actually go with, you can get some like bauble shapes, blank bauble shapes that she does as stamps, and these are all like fillers for those. So there's those, and these also are fillers for the bauble sets that she does. Jane Gill, paintable baubles, reindeer fillers. But I'm going to use these for my background scenes. Okay, so that's the stamps that we're going to be using. A little bit of torn paper for my snowy hills, if you like. And I've got a blank card here, which is 15 by 21 centimeters, A5 to us in the UK. I'm not sure what that is, what that size would be classed as in the US. A mat, which is 14 by 20, it is meant to be black, but it's kind of charcoaly black. And my topper, which is watercolor card by Creative Expressions, 13 by 19 centimeters. So without further ado, let's put that up there out of the way. As per usual, don't need those yet, and I don't need those yet, but I do need my stamping platform. So first of all, I'm going to stamp in my large snowman, my tall snowman. Actually, I may even do the robin first, because I want the snowman behind him, behind the robin. Let's just see what will fit where. Okay, so Tweetmas Robin, he is standing on the floor, isn't he? I was going to do him standing on a post, but I don't know. I don't know. And Winter Boots, I might extend his legs. Yeah, maybe not. I'll have him set back a little bit in the robin in the foreground, I think. So yeah, right, let's go with that then. Right, robin in the foreground. That's my tissue for me paints. Let's get everything organised. Right, let's do robin first. And I'm going to have him just here. Put my things all around so to make sure that isn't. Then I'll put the paint in afterwards. So, and I'm going to stamp him out in pine cone, because robins are brown. So stamp him out in pine cone. Let that ink soak in a little bit, because this is, we'll say, watercolour card, so it takes a bit more effort to get the stamped image on there. There he is. That's plenty dark enough, because he's going to be coloured in anyway. He's going to get painted. So Tweetmas Robin is done. Back on there. Now my snowman, Mr. Winter Boots. I do love him, he's lovely, he's a lovely stamp, this one. Mr. Winter Boots can go up here and can be on a different level to Tweetmas. There we go. I think just there will look good. And I'm going to stamp him out in blue, because as we know, snow often gives a bluey glow. So he's going to have a bluey glow. And there he is. He's really cute. I do love woodware stamps. Woodware being one of the many product names under the Creative Expressions umbrella. And they're a good size, these stamps are really big stamps. Like I say, it's almost as big as your A5. So, and great fun to work with. Right, so that's them done, and in the background I want to have perhaps a little deer hopping in the background. Let's have a look. I think I'll create some hills and things first, and then I'll add my background stamps. So let's get painting this in. Let's just put that up there for now. I'm going to use this, I want this purple for the sky, really. I want this lovely hazy violet for the sky. So if I give myself a snowy border about there. It looks very bluey when you first put this on, but as it dries, it becomes purple. And I'm going to put some yellow in this as well, and just a little bit of yellow glow. They're so juicy, these are, and they're just so smooth, and they go on beautifully. I do love these colour clouds. I really have come to love these. So that's going to be my sky. Might come back to do a bit more in there later, we'll see. Right, and then I want a little bit of this bright sunshine. Now this is a brand new one, so like before, you see all the ink in there, all that juicy ink. What you do is you push that down, you push the ink to the bottom, and then you take what comes off the pad. That is now going to be super juicy, so I am going to blot some of that off. That's it. So I just want a slight bit of yellow in the sky there. Didn't really want to go over the purple because I don't want to turn it green. Yeah, green. Doesn't look like we've got green in the sky. Just a bit of hazy yellow sunshine and cloud there. Let's put a little bit over there. Doesn't look too green, does it? It's better than I thought it would be, actually. That's it, and then blend it in. That's it. A little bit of sunshine in the sky. And now what stays in your brush, I can use that again and again. It's just stays in there and it doesn't move anywhere. So there are times when you come to use your brushes you don't even need to load them because they've already got ink on them. Brilliant stuff, love it. Right, so that's that. I am just gonna blend that a little bit more around those edges. Not too much because I don't want to make it go too greeny looking. There you go. A little bit of sunshine in my sky. Let's create now some, let's use a different bit. I'm going to now create some snow flurries, some snow hills. Where should you do that, above or below? I can't remember now. Oh, no, behind. So the blue's behind, it creates shadows, doesn't it? Right, this is a lighter colour, so Again, very juicy, so that's that. See, it leaves like a shadow, it forms a shadow behind the snow, because that's what snow would do, isn't it? We'd had the shadows behind it. I'm going to drag those shadows out a little bit like that. And then we can have some more down here. And that bit can go just there. It follows on. We'll have a bit just there. A bit just there. Up to my little robin. Right, now we need to ground my snowman. So on this one I'm going to do, it's almost the shape of his boots, isn't it? I'm going to do it just above his boots. There you go, so he looks like he's just standing on a hill. Or on the waviness of the snow. I'm going to do the same for my little robin. He can have a little bit beneath as well. He's standing right on top of a hillock. There you go. And then one just slightly behind him. And then I'm going to do that beneath my snowman. Give him a little bit of a shadowy effect. And I'm going to bring that down. Because the sun would create his shadow as well. And the robin's shadow will go more that way. Okay. That's it. Okay. Wow, that looks really bright on the camera. Add a bit of that blue to the sky as well. just along the edges there. In fact, I might go around the card with that. Just pulls everything together. There you go. It's my little scene pretty much built with the background colours. Put that back in its tube. Give my desk a quick wipe. Otherwise I'll forget and then I'll get it all on the back of the card and then it's no good. Right. So, colouring. Let's colour in next, and we'll do the background elements later. So, I think I'm going to do his hat in different colours. So, let's put a bit of all of these out. Give them a good shake. A bit of purple. Don't need a lot either. These go a long way. There's the blue. You can see that mica in there, can't you? In fact, what I should have done, I should have emptied that one out. Yeah, good shade. You can hear the little ball, the little bearing inside going around, little ball inside, mixing that shimmer. To make sure I've got plenty of shimmer in there. We'll have some of the green as well. I'm going to use the shimmer for doing the snowman and the robins colours on their scarves and stuff, and then I'll use the flat colours for the background. It's lovely green, beautiful. You guys know me and my green, you know I love green. Look at that. Stunning colours these are. And you can have a shiny nose as well. Lovely. Only need a little bit of that. More came out than expected, but there you go. Right, so I'm going to add a little bit of water, I think. Because I want to start light and then add darker bits if need be. There, that's his nose done. Right then, so I haven't got a red. I don't have a red in this. I've got the orange. Well, oh well, not to worry. Right then, his hat. Let's do some nice colours in his hat. So that's a heart, so that's going to be red. I might have to get some of my other inks out as well for this. The green is just delicious. We'll have a green patch on there. That can be blue, purple, let's have another green there, a little bit of green there. See, it's all like stripes and different colours. Love it. I'm going to do that as a double one. Have a big green one down there. I love this snowman's hat. I think it's well good. I've actually got a hat like this, not quite as long as what this one is, but I do have an elongated hat and I love it. Right, the main bands on his scarf can be green as well, because I love green, as you know. Let's mix that sparkle in. So the main straps on his hat, on his scarf, are going to be green. Like that. Okay. And let's see. While he's drying, I'm going to have to use a bit of my pink ink. Red. I've got a pink ink one here, and it's garnet. A nice dark red. I'm going to need to use a little bit of red. Let's get that down there. Let's get my cloth, because I want the Robin to be wearing a red hat. Oh, hair on my brush. And of course, he's going to want his little red breast, isn't he? So. And I think my snowman, what's he wearing underneath that? What's his scarf? A little, should we give him a red jacket? Not too much red? Give him a purple jacket, I think. Oops. I am only using a small brush at the moment, purely because this one's very different. This one's not glittery so much, as more pearlescent. This purple is beautiful. I forgot what I was saying now. Give him a purple jacket, because I think purple and green always look nice together anyway. Well, that's pretty. Yeah, what I was going to say is where the shadows and things are, once some of the paints have dried, I'll go back over in places just to create the shadows, the darker bits. Like on his pockets, I may do his pockets a different colour, we don't know yet. Can you, I don't know if you're picking that shimmer up, but it's very shiny. Shiny. Right, we'll have some purple in his hat as well. Like that. little stripe there. And I think then I'm going to paint the heart in this flat red. And that's the pinking one. There you go. And I think his bow as well. And I've got rid of my brush. I'll also do that little red berry down there. And some shadows on the robin. A bit would be dark because it's hidden behind that scarf. Can't really see that, can you? Okay, what else can we put in there? Green, blue. Let's put some blue in it. It's lovely, cerulean blue is beautiful. Let's get that sparkle up. You have to keep mixing it in your palette because the sparkle will drop to the bottom, obviously because it's heavier than the liquid. There. Lovely, lovely. I think you can have blue socks on as well. Bit of blue in his socks. Blue and green. Let's mix that green back up to get a sparkle bit. He's great. I do love this snowman. Mr. Winterboots. Just going over that green a bit just to make sure I've put enough on there. Right, what colour should we have with this scarf? Don't know yet. What colour should we do the robin as well? I'm going to do the robin. He can have a bit of orange in his scarf because there you go. Beautiful. Well, let's darken this snowman's nose as well because it doesn't look orangey enough yet. I want it to be a little bit lighter on top. That's better. I think we'll do his scarf. Blue and green to match his socks. I just want to try and stick to using these just few colours. I think sometimes you can put too many colours. Keep mixing that sparkle in. Yeah, now that's him almost completed. Just going to dry that off a little bit. Excuse me. I think that's dried it. So now that it's dry, you can really catch that sparkle now. And purple's not showing up so well, is it? But I'm going to add a bit more to that. Let's get that mixed up. This purple's lovely. It's got like a bluey shimmer in it inside. It's beautiful. So I'm going to go where the shadows would be, underneath his scarf, close to where his arms are, and close to where the scarf is. Perhaps a little bit in the corner there. And then I'm going to darken also his pockets. It's hard to see where you're putting your paint with the shimmer on it. That's it. Bit in that corner. And across his pockets. That's my snowman more or less done. Right, let's get some brown paint. What colour should we put on that robin's scarf? Should we give him some blue as well? Orange and blue? Yeah, I think so, because I really like that cerulean blue. Beautiful colour. Just leaving all the glitter behind in my palette. And I want it on my picture. Pick that up. Yeah. Do that bit in his socks as well again as well. And in his hat. You sometimes need to layer your paints. Give them a chance to dry and then layer them up. I just find it finishes it off nicer. So, a bit more depth of colour. See what I mean by that one little spot of blue? It's gone a long way. I've used more blue than anything. Goes a long, long way. Oh, lovely. Right, I'm now going to use, right then, this is just one of the flat colours, this is the hazelnut. So we're going to colour a little robin in hazelnut. Again, we'll go lighter to start with. It's quite a dark, kind of a brown. That's it. There you go. Again, I need to put his shadows in. I'll go over again in a bit for his shadows. And just paint a little bit more on his legs, just to make them a little bit darker. And winter boots, let's do his boots in this same brown, but we'll use it dark. So let's drag that colour down a bit into the main foot of the boots. And we'll do the sole as well in brown. Right then, little Robin, you're going to put some shadow under his scarf. A little bit under his wing. And scarf on that side as well. And under that wing. And a little bit under his hat as well. I think we'll give him a dark beak. Just need to colour that, blend that colour a little bit, which I will do in a bit. Right, where's my bit of beautiful. So let's blend some of that colour out. In the front of his boots. Oh, I got brown there. It's not on me. Do you know, I swear sometimes there's other forces playing with my paints. It's not on me. I can't see how I could have got it there. Let's blend this ink a little bit. It's dark a little bit, so it's not just quite so prominent. Blend it in with the rest of him. Just need to dampen your brush a little bit to do this. It makes the robin nice and pale, but then you see all these lovely shadows. And I'm going to do the same on that red, on that lovely red breast. Blend some of that out. And a bit on his hat. And a bit on the snowman's heart. Blend some of that out. There we go. Now his boots, I'm going to darken that middle part there and the top, because they will be dark where they come together. And across there as well. I want his boots to really make a statement. Seeing as that's what he's named after. That's it. Such great little characters. Again, damp brush. Lighten up some of that boot at the top. Just a little bit. There. He's lovely. Right, now I'm going to use my flat colours again. I'm going to use this blue this time, the blue skies, and I'm just going to put some shadows on the snowman and where there's any white pom-poms or anything, just to make it stand out a bit more. Make sure my brush is completely clean. Oh, that's really bright. Definitely need to water that down a bit. So, around the edge of the snowman's hat. And the shadows underneath his hat. And under his nose. I'm going to do a bit around his eyes as well. And his smile. And a bit where his arms meet his jacket. I'd basically just outline the whole lot when I'm doing the bluey tint of snow. in some areas a bit more than others. You know, that bluey whiteness. Like that, the same on the little robin's hat as well. A bit too bright, isn't it? Water that down a bit. And on his snowballs. Right, clean my brush off. And let's blend those edges in. Just clean water, damp brush, blend that edge. I don't like it to be too sharp an edge, if you get my meaning. I like it to blend in. And it looks like it's got that bluey whiteness that we all like to have in our washing. That bluey white. A bit of water there. Use that. There, I think they're coloured in quite nicely now. Right, so now I'm going to use the flat green, a little bit of this flat green. Let's put it up there to colour my holly. This is a pretty colour, this is. Very pretty colour green. Look at that. Lovely. Do some of its shadows with that, I think. Just down that one side. I can feel a sneeze coming on. Oh. Nope, it's gone. See, I'm just putting a bit of dark on one side. And a bit where his head is, because that would be darker. And do a bit more of that blue as well. I'll do that with the flat blue, that's dark. because where his head is would create a shadow. And then I've dark down this edge. And then dark where the shadows would be. Coincidence on that edge, but it shouldn't be, it should be on this edge. Oh, cat! Come on, you get... Oh. Sorry about that, people. The cat's decided to join me. What are you doing? Hey? Yeah, don't stand on my... Yes. This is Jess, everybody. She startles me every time. She comes in and she just jumps on my table. She sneaks in so quietly. Don't you? Hey? Right, so as you can see, all that lovely shimmer on there. Plus a cat hair. Yes, I know. Yes. And where have you been then, little lady? It's a little bit darker under his nose. A few little places. Just a tiny bit of that darker blue. There you go. You've really taken to sitting on my table, haven't you, Jessie cat? I'm going to share with the cat now. It used to be a pet-free blooming place, but now look. She's going to put her paw straight in my paint, she did. On my palette, luckily. The bit that didn't have paint in it. What, sweetie? What are you dabbing me with your paws? What do you want? Do you want a treat? Bear with, folks. Let me get her something to keep her quiet. Come on then. Come on then, let's come down. Yeah, you can dab. Not over there. Come on. Whoa. That's it. Come on then. Up you come, that's it. That's got a bit of a keep her quiet for 5 minutes. Right. Ooh. Do apologise for that. So now I want to put in, I want a prancing reindeer. I'm just going to print these. I'm just going to stamp this out by hand with the pine cone, I think. Where's my pine cone gone? Not too dark. I want to have him prancing in the background. Perhaps over there somewhere. Didn't work out very well, did it? Try and get it back over. Try and get it over as best as I can. We'll have another one just prancing off in the distance. There you go. Couple of deer. I know that one's now got a double line, but it doesn't matter. It shows movement, I think. And then I think a couple of trees in the background in the dark green I was going to use the green Oasis, but I think that would be too light. Use this dark green. It doesn't work brilliantly anymore, but just add the odd tree here and there. Distant one. Good girl, Jessie. Another distant one. We'll have one going off the edge over there. Distant one. There you go. One going off the edge over here. That's it. Meow to you too, Puss Puss. What? What do you want? What do you want? Hmm? You good girl. You good girl. Yes. You good girl. Yeah. That's it. You claw on your own thing instead of my carpet. Little bugger, ain't you? Hey? Yes. Sorry folks, it's very distracting when you got a cat around the house. Should have shut the back door. As I say, she's not even my cat. But we do feed on, we do let her come and chill out. She's a street cat. No real home to go to. So if you can't give a pussycat a bit of comfort in her later years, what can you do? So there's my scene, all nicely built now. And I think I'm just going to add a little bit of shadows. Where's that? Let's have a look then. So these trees would shadow that way and come a bit. This one would be more that sort of way. It wouldn't come across there, I don't think, or would it? It is now. Good girl. Yes. And the deers. The deer's shadow, I think, would just be a little bit of a, because it's up in the air. That one as well. That's it. I think we're good. A bit darker under Boots. Under Mr. Boots. Yeah, definitely needs to be a bit darker, doesn't it? Under there. Same with the robin. What do you think? There you go. Yes. You good girl. You come to join us today, have you? Not seen her for a few weeks. Not to sit and have comfort with her. She just comes in, eats and runs. She's recently taken to jumping onto my desk. It was the last time she was here, about a week and a half ago. She'd actually stay for a couple of hours, but she jumped on my desk and fell asleep on it. Bless her. So that is what we're aiming for, and this is what we have, and I'm going to call that Winter Boots, because that's the snowman's name anyway. I hope you enjoyed this demo. No point you watching me glue it down, although I would be using that when I do. It's a Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue. Brilliant stuff. Right, there you go. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do join me again next time. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, possibly leave me a comment. Subscription's always good. It's free to subscribe to my channel, Angie's Happy Hobby. And I'll see you again. Bye for now.